we have two things going here. For Mission Valley Bank here in Santa Clarita Valley has their Give Where You Live program, which I think is awesome. And I love it when they come in and talk about the different organizations that they really help out. And I'll let Cameron talk about that in a second. But we also have the Rubber Ducky Festival, as it's called now. We have Phillip Solomon from Samuel Dixon Family Health Center. But we have Cameron Brown from Mission Valley Bank. And Cameron, give me a little bit of background on the Mission Valley Bank's Give Where You Live program.
Well, you know, it's part of Mission Valley's bank to really give back exactly to where we live. As a local community bank celebrating its 15th year now, we've always found it to be very important to not only lend and do businesses with local businesses within the area, but more importantly to give back to some of those nonprofits that really make a difference, such as the Samuel Dixon Family Healthcare Center that really since 1980 has been providing Santa Clarita with healthcare services for those who either can afford or maybe those who are underinsured. So again, a great organization that Phillip has come a long way with on that, and I think last year they were able to support about 2,200 underinsured individuals who were lack of insurance. So that's a great feat to accomplish there on that end.
And this is really important, Phillip, because despite the fact that we've got changes in healthcare laws and things that maybe give a little bit more access, there are still people who just can't quite afford it, or like we talk about, underinsured. There's those types of coverage that you just can't quite get because of your budget or budgetary concerns. You can't afford it. And Samuel Dixon Family Health Centers kind of help bridge that gap, right?
Absolutely. We are fortunate to collaborate with other organizations such as Henry Mayo, Newhall Hospital, and Providence Holy Cross, and Kaiser, which have helped us support the low-income uninsured with other services that we don't particularly provide, but those specialty services that really, if you're not insured, can be quite costly for an individual. So with the collaboration of other organizations such as those, we've been able to not only provide the basic health care for these individuals, but we also have added some dental and mental health services. And then for those specialty care services, we've been fortunate to collaborate with a lot of partners in our community.
And that's good. And, it's important that you bring that up, because a lot of people think, okay, healthcare, if I get sick, I got to get a note from the doctor, or I hurt myself somehow. But when we talk about mental health care and things like that, and other services that we don't think about when we're sometimes either getting health care, or especially if you're in between the open enrollment, something happened to your health care and you're not able to get it until November if you're going through the local or the covered California, and that's not going to be until January where that coverage takes effect. So what do you do in the meantime? So this is a really important, and this is all done through donations and nonprofits, right?
Absolutely. We have about 30 vendors coming to our event on October 1st over at Bridgeport Park, and the vast majority of nonprofit organizations. We're trying to provide that festival type of family environment to not only talk about what we do for our community and the services we provide for those who might need it, but a lot of other organizations provide a lot of other resources for families in the underserved communities, and those are all out there in our event to help support those individuals.
And let's talk about this event now. This is the 14th year, correct, 14th. For the Rubber Ducky Festival, as it's called now. Now, give me a little bit of information, let's say, for the uninformed, maybe someone who just moved to Santa Clarita and never heard of this before.
Well, the Rubber Ducky Festival, we have, fortunately for us, the Kiwanis Club of Glendale has loaned us their large waterway that they helped build for us on the day of the event. And you could go and adopt ducks, rubber ducks, not real ducks. Some people think I'm going to get a real duck. They're
it's
rubber
a Rubber
ducks.
Ducky Festival.
They're rubber ducks. You go on our website at sdfsc.org and adopt these ducks. And you're assigned a serial number to these ducks, and they race down these waterways. We have about 3 races. We get the winners of each one, and then we have one big regatta race at the end, and we give out cash prizes of $2,500, $1,500, and $500 for the first, second, and third place finishers.
So, first of all, get a fast duck. But this is funny, because I'll bet you, people really go nuts and start cheering for their little rubber duck. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely.
Almost like,
They think they know which one's theirs, but the numbers are underneath the duck. There's thousands of ducks in this big waterway that's sitting at the very top, waiting to be released for the race.
And of course, the surprise is, did your duck win?
Right.
So it sounds like a lot of fun. Of course, it's the biggest festival, and I'll be there as well that day. So it's going to be a lot of fun. KHTS will be there. So this is a good opportunity. So sdfhc.org.
Yes.
It's in my brain because we play your commercials all the time. To register, to get your duck. And then also, of course, the event's going to have a festival-like atmosphere, like you mentioned, probably vendors and special events and things like that.
Music and local talent from kids here in Santa Clarita. They're going to be performing throughout the event as well.
And again, the Rubber Ducky Festival is when?
October 1st, Bridgeport Park, 11 to 2.
So a couple weeks away. So get your duck now. Go to sdfhc.org and pick out your duck, your special winning fast duck. But you don't get to do anything like get the duck and train it or anything ahead of time. This
No,
isn't
some
anything
people
that's
try, though. Put wings and
There it
helicopter
is.
stuff on there.
And Cameron, of course, at Mission Valley Bank, serving the Santa Clarita Valley community, and great services that you guys provide. So, and it's you are also the merchant. Merchant account,
Yeah, merchant
right?
services. So my role over there at the bank, in addition to the wide range of business services that Mission Valley Bank does provide, I oversee and directly manage our merchant bank card services. So any brick and mortar that's taking credit card services, or the online retailer that's accepting that, we have facilities and operations in place to make sure that we're able to meet every business need, especially as we're seeing such a wide change in the way that people process with the new EMV chip cards that we all now have on our credit cards. There's been a big transition with that, so we've adapted well. We're an acquiring bank, which a lot of people don't know, so we're only about 45 banks in the nation that have our direct processing capabilities.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
So Mission Valley Bank, of course, you can find them through our website, hometownstation.com, and one right there, right down the street.
Right here, yeah, right down the street here in Santa Clarita as well.
Right there on Lyons Avenue, right?
Actually, we're up off of Golden Valley.
Golden Valley.
And we have a service center, though, close to Lyons
Oh, that's
Avenue.
right. That's
Yes,
right. Golden
indeed.
Valley is where I'm thinking. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. Of course, Rubber Ducky Festival, October 1st, Bridgeport Park. Register your duck at sdfhc.org. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by.
Thank you for having us, George.